The greatest of these is charity. 1 Corinthians 13:13. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three. But the greatest of these is charity. Paul concludes his powerful discourse on love with a statement that summarizes the eternal hierarchy of Christian virtues. Historically, the Corinthian church had elevated spiritual gifts, tongues, prophecy, and knowledge, above the foundational principles of godly character. Paul corrects this imbalance by pointing to what truly endures. The miraculous gifts were temporary, serving the early church during its formation, 1 Corinthians 13:8-10, but faith, hope, and charity would remain even after the gifts ceased. In the first century, faith represented complete trust in Christ's finished work. Hope expressed confident expectation of his return and the resurrection, and charity, or agape, was the divine love that flows from God through the believer to others. These three form the foundation of the Christian life, yet Paul emphasizes that charity surpasses them all. Why? Because love is eternal. Faith will one day give way to sight, 2 Corinthians 5:7, and hope will be fulfilled when the promises of God are realized, Romans 8:24-25. But love, pure, divine, unselfish love, will never cease, for it is the very nature of God himself, 1 John 4:8. Spiritually, Paul is calling believers to understand that the highest expression of maturity is not knowledge, gifts, or status, but love that mirrors the heart of Christ. Charity is the bond of perfection, Colossians 3:14. It is patient, kind, selfless, and enduring, 1 Corinthians 13:4-7. It reflects the character of Jesus, who laid down his life not for the deserving, but for sinners. Faith may move mountains and hope may sustain us through trials, but without love, neither has eternal value. This verse also points forward to the eternal state of believers. In the kingdom to come, faith and hope will have fulfilled their purpose, but love will remain the everlasting atmosphere of God's presence. Revelation 21:3-4 portrays that moment when all tears are wiped away, and the fullness of love reigns eternally. Therefore, the greatest of these is charity, not because faith and hope are unimportant, but because love is the culmination of them both. Love never fails, for it is the eternal heartbeat of God and the final evidence that we have been perfected in him.